If you are a WordPress website owner and want to learn how to manage your own website, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to know to effectively manage your website. Hi there, my name is Vince Comfort. I'm going to show you how to effectively manage your WordPress website. I created this video for my clients, but if you're a web designer and you think this can be useful to your clients too, please feel free to share. And if you do that, I want to thank you for sharing, buddy. With that said, let's dive in. So, here are the things you should expect from this little training. I figured you might want to share it with team members who may need to know why we have a website in the first place. So we're going to do some little theory and then we'll get to the practical side. Here's what to expect. So we're going to look at the importance of websites for businesses and organizations. And then we'll look at online security threats for website owners. And we'll talk about email account management. Posting a blog post, we'll post that live, so it will be more like you're watching over my shoulders. And then still about posting a blog post, we'll talk about image sizes and how to optimize images for blog posts. And then we'll end it with blog comments management. All right, so let's get started. The importance of websites for businesses and organizations. The first is professional business email address. Now, imagine two companies have emailed you with a quotation for painting job in your office. One is from vince@gmail.com and the other is from vince@painters.com. It's no doubt that you will trust the one that is with a domain more than the one sending you an email from Gmail, because Gmail, anyone can create that account. And with painters.com, you know, these are specific people. You can find more about them. You can check their website out and see what's there. So that is one advantage of having a website. The second is a website helps you to collect information, collect leads, and build your email list. In fact, not only an email list, but you can also collect phone numbers, location, etc. If you intend to do email and mobile marketing, then this can be really, really handy. Number three is a website helps you to effectively run online marketing campaigns. Now, if you're running any form of online marketing, then you need a place where people will go to after clicking on the ad campaign you're running. And the people who are interested should be able to go to a page where they can find more detailed information about your offer. It also gives you a place to display your products and services. Your website acts as a 24/7 branch for your business. It's never closed. So anyone can check out your products and services even at 2 a.m. in the morning. It's the best way to showcase what you have to offer anytime. And then it also helps drive traffic to your physical location. According to research, over 87% of consumers use the internet to make buying decisions. So that means they look up the service or product they want to buy online, then go to the shop to pick it up. Having a website helps your potential customers know your services and products and where to find you. All right. There are many other reasons why businesses and organizations have websites. Those five top my list. So let's head over to the next thing, online security threats for business owners. Now, the first threat we have is phishing. And basically, phishing occurs when hackers masquerade as legitimate business owners and send messages or emails to customers to attain private information. The most common ones at the moment are those links people share on WhatsApp groups for winning MTN airtime, MTN data, and Airtel data promotions. So basically, they create a link where they tell you that you're going to win something, but in order to win something, you have to enter in your information. So they'll gather your email address, your name, and phone numbers, probably your location. So they gather any information that they want and then use that to do malicious acts later. The second is a financial fraud. Under financial fraud, you have two categories. One is credit card fraud. Use of stolen credit card data to buy products on your website. Also, they can use your personal details to create new credit cards. And then there's the refund fraud. Some hackers also engage in refund frauds where they file fake requests for returns. So what happens is the hackers can get access to your website, go into your database, and put in a transaction that really never happened. So depending on your refund policies, they can do that and then request for a refund. You will go into your system, check your system, find out that yeah, a transaction like this happened, and you issue out a refund. Now, this might not be big for smaller businesses because you can literally know, you know your customers, you know who they are, you know what was bought. But if it's a large website and there are thousands and thousands of orders being made every day, this usually puts website owners into losses. Then there is spamming. Now, under spamming, they send infected links via email or social media DMs. These links can also be left in blog comments and contact forms. Once clicked, they can lead the visitor to websites that steal information. So this is still phishing coming into spamming as well. And these spams can compromise a website's trust levels and also slow down the website. So that's why we need to clear those spam messages always. And then there's DOS attacks. Okay, DOS in full is denial of service attack. Now, here attackers attempt to prevent legitimate users from accessing your website. They throw a ton of traffic in hopes of crashing your website so that your visitors can't use it. This is mostly a malicious act. So we handle this through CDNs. CDNs are content delivery networks. And most of them right now, they come with DOS attack protection. So it's really, really handy for a website to incorporate that as a security feature. And then there is brute force. Brute force is almost like a DOS attack. The only difference is here, these hackers are using fraudulent programs to attack your website's login page, okay? And then millions of username and password combinations are tried in an attempt to get access to the website admin area. That's why it's very, very important to have relatively complex passwords. Again, we'll talk about passwords, how to set the best passwords when we reach the email account management section of this video. And then there are malwares. Hackers design malicious software and install on your computer systems without your knowledge. These malicious programs include spyware, viruses, Trojan, and ransomware. These programs can easily swipe any sensitive data that might be present on the infected machine. So the question is, how do we stay safe online? The truth is, regardless of whether you own a website, you run a website, as long as you do anything online, we are all at risk. But there are things that we can do to minimize the risk of being victims. So, the first thing is always confirm that you're on the right website before putting in your personal and credit card details. All right. So if you visit a website, make sure to check and then avoid clicking on suspicious website links. For the spams, you need to check and clear them regularly. Those are now the spams that come into the website, maybe blog post comment section. And then always make passwords that can't easily be guessed. We'll again talk about that when we reach the email account management section. Make sure your computer has an antivirus or malware. My favorite is Malwarebytes, and the reason why I use Malwarebytes is I've used Avast, I've used Norton, I've used Kaspersky, but always when it comes to malware, when I use Malwarebytes to search the machines, I always get a positive result. So I decided to really use Malwarebytes as my main, and so far so good. I've used it for more than 2 years probably, and I have no complaints. But either way, just find something that works for you and keep using it. You do not get online when your machine doesn't have any kind of protection. And then always log out from your accounts, especially when you are using shared PCs. On personal computers, you can still get away not logging in, not logging out, but then make sure your machine has a password. All right, so let's get to the email account management. So under the email account management, we're going to look at the login and the overview of the account. And then also we're going to look at changing the email password. All right, so let's go straight to the browser here and see. Okay, to log into your email address, you will need to go to your domain /webmail. Okay, so for my case, it will be vincecomfort.com/webmail. All right. And for the purpose of this video, I've created a new email address. There you are. So inside the username, you put in your email address, .com, and then your password. Then login. Right, so everything is pretty straightforward, and you can always go around and figure out stuff. Like if you wanted to send an email, you just come to Compose. Almost every email client has that, but there are a few things that I wanted to show you in the settings. So first we need to change our password. We need to be able to change our password. And to do that, you come down to settings. And under settings, you have password down here. So just click on it. And then we will have the option to change. So to do that, you need to enter in your current password. Then you enter your new password. Then all you have to do is just save. Password do not match. So if that's the problem, that means your password, the new password you're trying to set, doesn't match. Maybe be more careful here. Now, sometimes it's hard to type when you're talking. Okay. So that is all. So we needed to talk about setting up a good password. And now a good password, to set up a good password, you need to have one uppercase letter. All right. We need to have a lowercase letter, and then we need to have a number, and we need to have a symbol. So under symbols, we are talking about exclamation, @, $, all those other symbols. All right. And make it random. Don't use your phone number. Don't use part of your email address or the website domain or something. Make it something generic. All right. So, for example, you could do something like back 3 7, something like that. The whole idea is it should not be easily guessed, so that if someone knows you, they don't think about your dog's name or probably your car model and use it to figure out your password. And then the second thing I wanted to show you is under preferences, changing the interface. If you don't like the way your interface looks, you still under settings, you come to preferences, and then you come to user interface. Okay, so still under user interface, you can change the date format. If you like your date, month, and year formats to be different, you can choose out of this. Same applies to time. You can use 24-hour or you change to 12-hour clock. And then a time zone, it's on auto, but you can choose. So for my case, it would be GMT +3, see where that is, Africa, Kampala. So there it is. And then you go on and save. Additionally, about how the interface looks, we have these three options. We have a classic, we have elastic, we have Larry. So right now this is the elastic version, and if we were to go to the classic, let's just save and see. That's the classic version. All right. We go back to settings, interface, and then let's try Larry. Save. This is how Larry looks like. Okay, so I like the elastic, how the elastic version looks, so let's just keep it there. All right. Okay, and then the second thing, this is now the third thing. The third thing I want to show you is in composing messages. So you have all these options under composing messages, and it's pretty self-explanatory, but I like changing the automatically save draft time to every minute. And also here you can change the font if you want to use a specific font for your email addresses, and the sizes. Signatures, automatically add signature always. I'm going to show you again how to add signatures, and then just actually the main thing here is just to make sure that you save every minute. So to save signatures, you need to come to identities. It's still under settings, and we create. You can edit that, double click on it, and then you put in your name. Let's say it's Comfort. You have your email address, and then organization. Let's just say VC, and reply to. If someone replies to the email, I want them to go to the. You can leave it blank. They will definitely reply back to your email address, but sometimes just like filling it, and then we set it as default. This is what we'll use every time we try to create a new email. And then we have our signature. All right, so let's say best regards, Vince Comfort. And if you have a logo, you can click a logo or a promotional image, a promotional banner that you want to add to your signature. You click on that, and that will turn, oops, that is going to remove stuff. So let's first save this, and then we can come to this option, which gives us now more formatting options, and we can add an image below. So you just click on the image. Let's say it was a logo. You can browse, and then let's look for my logo here. Okay, so you just drag and drop it, then you select it to get the link, and then you can set a custom size, but let's just leave it like that, and then we click on OK. So there it is. You can adjust the size, make it smaller. So this, I don't like the extra spaces here, so before importing this, I could first crop it out, make it the right size, and then import it. But otherwise, that's just how the process is. And then you go ahead and save. So once that's done, let's try to compose an email here. So here you can see your signature came up, but the problem is the logo we added is not here. All right, so that is because our email is set to text only. So we need to go back to settings, settings, come to preferences. Under preferences, go to composing messages. So remember, we have here compose HTML messages. So it's never. We need to change this to always, so that HTML tags can appear in our email address, in our email. So that is saved. Now when we go back to compose, boom, there you see it. Now the logo is up. Okay, so you can put in your the receiver, put in your subject, type in your message, and proceed to send. So it's basically like any other email client that you use. To attach a file, just drag and drop it here, or click on attach a file to open the window to add your file. So basically that's all with email management. Oh, one thing I forgot. Someone asked me how to connect their email address with their email account with Outlook. So we're going to do with Outlook, connect with your Outlook account, and then also we'll connect with your Gmail account. So for Outlook, it's pretty straightforward. Let me just do that. Outlook. It's my Outlook. Okay. Right. So to add an account to your Outlook, this is Outlook. Use just open your account, come to File. You have the option of Add Account. click on add account. Don't use the manual setup, just use this, the email account. You put in your name, Vince Comfort. Let's get the email name, paste it there. And then we have our password. And we type password. Next. So we let Outlook do the magic to connect. Here you have a security alert. It's from a trusted certifying authority. The security date is valid. The name of the security is invalid or does not match the name of the site. Do you want to proceed? Now this happens often, and just go ahead and click yes. Okay, as long as the security date is valid and it's trusted. So we go ahead and accept it. Boom, and there it is. So if you want to add in another account, you still go through the same process, but otherwise just click on finish. And yep, now you can choose between the accounts, whatever account you need to use. So there we are. So again, for Gmail, so I created another Gmail account also just for training purposes. VC test mail, and we're going to add our name at vincecomfort.com email address to this account so that I can use it to send emails as well. So to start the process, you come up to settings, settings, and then you want to come to accounts and import. All right. Okay, so send mail as, so use Gmail to send from your other email addresses. So we come down here and add another email address. Okay, you'll have that pop up. So you have your name. Again, you put in your email address. Let me just copy it here. Next step. So as you can see, the SMTP server is already filled in. We have the port, and now we need to put in here our email address, the username, like how you would sign in using your webmail, and then you put in the password. Okay, the password here is not the Gmail account password. Okay, this is for this account. So after that, you can keep the secured connection using TLC as it is, and then go on and click add account. Now, a confirmation code will be sent to your webmail account. So let's just an email with a confirmation code was sent to name@vincecomfort.com. So we're going to go back to our round cube and check mail. There it is. Confirmation code is here, so we'll just copy this and take it, add it here, and then verify. Make sure you don't have you've not copied extra spaces, then that will be invalid. Make sure there are no spaces before and after, and then verify. Boom, there it is. Okay, so now you have added a name@vincecomfort.com to your Gmail account. To test it, you can come to compose and then choose from here Vince Comfort. Now you have name@vincecomfort.com, enter the receiver, subject, put in your email, and send it. So the other person will not receive it as a VC test mail to@gmail.com, but it will come from this sender. And you can see every time you click on compose to compose a new message, you will have the initial Gmail account. But if you want to use your business email account instead of this as the default, all you have to do is still under here, under the send mail as option, we make name at vincecomfort.com, we make it as our default. So we make it, click on make default. Now it is default. When you come back to compose, it will be the first to pop up here. All right. So basically that's all we have with email management. All right, let's now go to posting a blog post. And here we're going to add and format a blog post. And then we're going to add images and featured image. And then we'll do some simple search engine optimization. And then we will publish, okay? So for this, I already have an article ready and I'm supposed to post it up. So I'm just going to do that. And then you can follow along as I post. So let's get to Chrome. All right, when you log into your website admin, this should be the dashboard you see, and it may not look exactly like this because the dashboard depends on how a website is set up, the plugins that involved, and also your access level might determine how your dashboard looks like. But if you have the rights to post an article, then on the left hand side, you should have this post section. And when you go to all posts, this is the page you should see. It will bring in all the posts that you've made. And you have new to add new. So if you're posting a new blog post, this is where we'll go and it will bring us to this page. All right. So this is the page we're going to post in. And the article we are going to post is, it's right here. So this is the article, 12 main types of blogs and which is best for you. And then also I already have a featured image for it. Let me just pull it up here. Yep, so that's the image you're going to use as the featured image. So so back to our browser. Let's pull up our article. Now here we have the add article. Here's where our blog content is going to go. So apart from the featured image, I don't have other images that I'm going to add to the blog post, but I'm still going to show you how to do that if you wanted to, or if you have to add in images into your blog post. So first, so here we are. So we'll copy the title. Paste it there. Then the article. Paste it there. And you can notice it automatically creates a link, the permalink. And if you want to change that, if you want to edit it, you can come in here, remove the words you don't want, and then put in what you want if you have to change. But otherwise, it picks words from your title here. So that should be fine. Okay, now that we have listed our content, if you want to see how it looks like, you use this button, click on preview to have an idea of how it looks like. So this is how it looks like. So we're going to format it to make it look better and give it the right categories and do a little on-page search engine optimization. All right. So as you can see, it's not aligned. Some people don't care about this, but I like aligning my posts. So you select the whole document with Control A, and then click on Shift Alt and J. All right, that will justify the content. Now, if we were to preview again, okay, let it load. Nice. Now we have it justified. All right, straight line here, looks nice. So basically the formatting options here are pretty much basic, and if you use Microsoft Word or any text formatting tool, you should be able to know we have bold, italic, we have bullets, we have quotes. Sorry, we can Shift Alt L to align to the left. We can align to the center by Shift Alt Center, or just select. Let's say we wanted to put this in the center. We select it and we just click on it. It will move to the center. Okay, so let's keep it there. And then sometimes you'll have fewer options. So you click at this toolbar toggle icon to get more options. And here you have a strike through. We have an horizontal line. We can change the colors of the text right here. So you can select the text you want to edit and then choose a color you want to give. Let's give it red and see how it looks. There it is. Okay, so it's pretty simple to work with the content. Now, if you wanted to add an image, let's say, let me see an image we can add. Okay, let's say we want to add this image. So let's say we wanted to add it around here. Okay, no, let's just say here above this subtitle. Then you would click on add immediate. If you already have images in the gallery, they'll load up. You can pick the image you want to use. Otherwise, you can just drag and drop the image right in there. Okay, so you can put in the alt text. Usually I just use the title of the blog. Add it there. A description, and if you want to give it a caption, you can do that. Add your caption there and then go on and insert into post. So right there it is. Okay, so let's just go ahead and preview, see how it looks like now. All right, so we can see here it doesn't look so good. The text here a bit narrow, so what you're going to do is we'll center this image and then make the text go under. So to do that, just simply click on the image and then click on the align center. Right, once you do that, Let's preview. And there you go. Now it's at the center. Okay. To change the size of the image, click on it. You can drag it, make it smaller, or you can make it larger by just dragging it outwards. So you can just play around with it, see the best size you need that fits you, that you like, and then use it. All right. Also, again, depending on how the blog is set up, the title is supposed to be a heading 1. So the subheadings, it's important to use heading 2. And then lists, especially if your article is a list article, you can put the list items into heading 3s. Let's put all of them. And then final thoughts or conclusion, you can use heading 2, right? So yeah, I use Grammarly for grammar and spelling checks. That's why we have these red underlinings. I'll go through them later in the interest of time. So basically, that's all with formatting your text. So we can preview again. You can save as draft, but then actually every time you preview, it automatically saves. So it's not something to worry about, but it's always safer to save. Oops, okay. Something happened. I think I undid something, so let's justify it, put it back. Great. Yep, let's preview it again. Okay. So next is the SEO, all right? Under SEO, we have the focus key phrase. We have the SEO title. For the blog post, really, if you have set your blog post title well, you don't need to tamper with this. And then also the meta description. So the focus key phrase, sorry. So for the focus key phrase, we need to think about what your reader would search for. Okay? So my focus key phrase here would be types of blogs. Okay. And then so what we're doing here is going to show up on search engines, and here is a preview of how Google will show it. Like on a mobile phone, this is how it will be. All right, and then on a desktop, this is how it will be. So please provide a meta. So we need to enter what will appear under the title of the article. And to change that, you come down to meta description. So under meta description, well, for SEO purposes, yes, we need the keyword, key phrase to be there, which is types of blogs. And it's also important to have the key phrase closer. If not, if it can be the start of the sentence, then it should be close to the beginning of the meta description. Okay, so main types of blogs, I do Discover Trove, types of blogs, wondering what type of blog will work for you. Learn about all the blog types to make the right decision. Boom. Yeah. So that discover 12 types of blogs, wondering what type of blog will work for you. Learn about all the blog types to make the right decision. Okay, so again, try to keep this green, because if we are to add from now, it turns to that orange color. Okay, so that's not good. Try to keep it green, because once it turns orange or red, then whatever text you type will not show up under the meta description area there. So it's kind of useless, though some people think it's not. So we'll keep it at that. All right. So then we'll come, you can leave this at standard. Post attribute editor. Again, most of the functionalities may not be as exact as in your website, but you will have categories. So this article falls under blogging or blogs. So look for that. Yeah, it's here. So you will check it out. So categories will help you put together articles which are talking about the same topic. And then there's tags. I'm not a big fan of tags. Yes, they are helpful to help people find your blog post. But the problem I find with tags is that whenever you create a tag, WordPress creates a new page for that tag. Okay. And that can hurt your search engine optimization, because if you don't have a lot of articles that are posted under the same tags, and then you end up creating these thin pages, search engines don't like that. So it can hurt the way your website ranks, the way your blog ranks. It's not a good idea, but still, it's still there as an option for you to use. So I basically use categories and I skip the tags, and then we have the featured image. Okay, so we have a featured image already. So before we go to the featured images, we need to talk about the sizes. And most blogs will do well with 1200 pixels by 628 as size for the featured image. And I like this size because this is the same size Facebook uses. So it makes posting your blog on social media actually easy, and things will show up the way they're supposed to show unlike if you had like a squared image and then Facebook will have to crop some parts of it, which doesn't really look nice. And sometimes if you have text in there, it might take out a very important message that you're trying to put across. So this is the image size I would recommend you use for your featured images. And then there's also optimizing. Now, sometimes we have images that are really, really big in size. Let's see if we had to look at that. Okay, this is 24. This is 124 KB. So we can still make this better. We can still reduce the size of it. The smaller in size an image is, the faster it helps in loading your page. And so for both user experience and search engine, fast loading pages always help. So I have a free online tool that I use to compress images. It's called TinyPNG, tinypng.com. And all you have to do is drag and drop your images here. You can convert or compress up to 20 images and a maximum of 5 MB each. Okay, so we'll just pick it, an image here, drag and drop it. Yes, so as you can see, it compressed from 127 KB to 39 KB. This is nice, and you've saved up to 69%. Let's download it. Okay, download it. So let's give it the blog post name. Let's put this. Okay, see how it looks like. Great. So as you can see, there's really not much difference between this and the first one. Okay, this is the original, which has a 124 KB, and then this is the optimized one, which is only 38.7 KB. So that's the magic. That's how you optimize images for your blog. So we're going to add it to the blog at the right sidebar here where you have featured image. Just click on set featured image. And then we'll drag and drop our optimized image there. Great. Again, the alt text, just put in the title, put the description, and then set featured image. All right. So let's go ahead and preview all the changes that we have done. Boom. Okay. Now it's taken shape. We have our featured image here. We have the title. We have the category is now blogging. And then if you scroll down, text is well arranged. And then yeah, basically that's that. Okay, so let's go ahead and publish it. So to publish, just scroll up, come to publish and click on publish. Okay, but let's say you don't want to publish now, you want to schedule it to go live sometime next week or tomorrow or even an hour from now. You can click on edit, choose the month, the date, the year, and the time. Okay, so let's just say we wanted to post this tomorrow, so it will be 23rd. We click on OK. 23rd, let's put it at 9. We click on OK. Now the button changed to schedule instead of publish. All right, so I want this to go out later today. Let's put it 2 hours from now. Click OK, and then we schedule it. Yep, so basically that's that. Okay, so it's scheduled for 22nd December 22 at 18:03. So let's go back to our presentation. All right, so we added a post, formatted it, added an image. We added a featured image. We did some simple on-page search engine optimization, and then we published and saw how we can schedule a post. And then with images, we also saw the recommended image sizes. And then we also optimized the image to reduce the file size using tinypng.com. So what we covered here is we looked at the importance of websites for businesses and organizations. We looked at online security threats for website owners. We looked at how to manage our email accounts. We made a live blog post. We talked about image sizes and how to optimize images for size, and then lastly comments. So basically that's all for this training. Now, as a business owner, I understand that sometimes we just can't find the time to do all these things on our own. And because of that, I'm so excited to let you know that I now have a website maintenance service. This service will save you time that you will need to learn what to do and then do what needs to be done. It will also save you from all the guesswork and figuring out stuff, and sometimes actually accidentally breaking the website. And most importantly, you'll get support and simple website fixes at no extra cost. So to sum it up, the web maintenance service gives you a peace of mind. So if you're a busy person and you need a hand, feel free to check out the plans. I've put the link in the description below. And if you need any other help connected to your website, to your blog, feel free to contact me. With that, we come to the end of this video. Thanks for watching the video up to this point. I hope you found this useful. See you in the next video. Thank you.